Free Iran gathering in Paris pledges regime change. Senior political figures from dozens of countries across the globe voiced support for the Iranian opposition. A slate of political backgrounds, women, human rights advocates, and religious leaders were represented in the Paris event. Mrs. Maryam Rajavi, president-elect of the Iranian resistance, delivered a speech focusing on Iran's status a year into the nuclear accord with the P5+1, increasing crises and nationwide crackdown across the country, the result of spreading extremism across the region by the Iranian regime, and the notorious consequences of political appeasement in the face of the mullahs meddling in the region, as the West remains silent or even cooperates with Tehran in this regard. Mrs. Rajavi emphasized the mullahs and Daesh, ISIS, are reading from the same script. They have a similar modus operandi when it comes to barbarity and savagery. For this reason, so long as the regime's occupation of Syria, Iraq, and Yemen continues, we cannot confront Daesh effectively. Prince Amir Turki Al Faisal, former Saudi ambassador to the US and UK, former European Commission President Jose Manuel Barroso, former US House Speaker and presidential candidate Newt Gingrich, and Governor Howard Dean, former chairman of the Democratic National Committee, were amongst the hundreds of prominent dignitaries attending the Paris rally and sending messages of solidarity. A strong delegation from Syria and MPs from Jordan, Palestine, Egypt, Morocco, and Bahrain were present alongside political figures from dozens of other Middle East and North African countries. The American delegation were represented by Governors Bill Richardson and Tom Ridge, Ambassador John Bolton, former FBI Director Louis Freeh, former U.S. Attorney General Michael Mukasey, former White House Advisor Francis Townsend, and retired Generals James Conway and George Casey, amongst others. Prominent dignitaries in this rally also consisted of former foreign ministers including John Baird of Canada, Julia Terzi of Italy, and John Balden Hannibalsson of Iceland. Women were an important part of delegations participating in this gathering, with dozens of senior figures delivering speeches on their behalf. Over 20 Nobel laureates issued a statement expressing their support for the objectives of the Free Iran gathering and expressing their solidarity with the residents of Camp Liberty in Iraq.